Hi guys, it's still October 2019 and this time I want to talk about a plant which is called Makambo. It's not a special medicine plant, it is a plant that is good to eat and I've really enjoyed it, and I would like to see it come out of the corner of a snack food on the corner of the street and have a little bit more value. It's not something that's easy to prepare because you have to peel the seeds out, which is a bit difficult. People here are very handy with it, they do it very quickly, the children even do it quickly, but foreigners have a bit of problems with it. So here is the actual Makambo seed. It's a huge one. It comes falling off the tree like a bomb, and you usually hear it, oh boom, and you know that something's come down, and then you have to go looking for it in the grass. So it's a big one, and it opens up like this. I got the worker to use the machete on it, and inside it, it smells great. It has a very unusual smell. All this sponge here has got seeds in it, and they're a bit hard to get out. So here is a seed inside a bit of sponge, which is also good to eat. So it's a really wide, nutritious food. Here are the seeds that I have toasted up, and they are very, very fragrant and smell like peanuts. And you probably see that they look a bit like a brain. They are very crunchy and tasty when they've been fried up. I usually deep fry them. I find it the best way to serve them up. I don't put extra salt on it, which they really don't need it. It's a bit like a peanut taste. And you can also use them raw and put them in your fried vegetables, in your soup. It's like a sort of a meat replacement, and for a vegetarian that is very nice. So they also have very large leaves. You've got a couple of leaves here that my worker Jorge had to get off the roof with a ladder, because this tree is fairly tall, and you can't just go and pick the Makambo. They grow on the end of a long twig that comes down, hangs down. Of course, it hangs down. It's so heavy. So it hangs down sideways, and it has these leaves. Here's another one, and because it's so, it's working so hard on producing these Makambo seeds, it actually doesn't have a lot of room for making lots of leaves. So there's not a lot of leaves on it. It's a tree that actually will handle being flooded in high water time, so it's very, very handy for that, because a lot of plants actually can't handle the high water seasons that we have here around Iquitos. I've also got a cacao here, which is not a ripe cacao. The ripe will get more yellow, and maybe sometimes even a little bit reddish brown. So this is the cacao. They are relatives. This is the Makambo, so there's quite a difference in the size. The commercial cacao, this is actually not a commercial cacao, this is a forest cacao, which is a little bit sweeter, a bit easier to eat than the commercial cacao, which can be, you know, that much bigger again. And this is a cacao leaf, so it's also a very large leaf. So this cacao is growing in my garden, and it's growing on the actual trunk of the cacao tree. So you have to look under all the leaves, and down below there are the cacao hanging off the actual trunk, and they're usually fertilized. I think they're fertilized by a lot of ants that run around over these tiny flowers, which I don't have an example from here. But I didn't really want to talk about the cacao. I wanted to talk about the Makambo, because it is such a versatile food. I really would like to see it being more popular. In the old days it was, there's a bit of stuff hanging off. in the old days it was very much a forest food, and it's great when you don't have a lot of money or you have children. You could make that into a very tasty snack and very high in vitamins and minerals and protein. So let's not forget about the Makambo. Well, that's that story for the moment, and thank you for watching, and I hope you will be enjoying this. Okay, bye bye.